We'll just take the straight up torchlight, please and thank you. Cool. All right, so real quick, let me hi cat. We're gonna just where is there is the news? Community update, Shroud of the Deep update. Okay, so all right, here's some of the things that we're gonna look at. The progression system. Um, so in their words, the current XP unlock system is quite minimal and lacks enough meaningful choices. So there's a lot to that. I think the mastery system is pretty simplistic. Uh, so seeing some more options with that, or even just like stagecoach upgrades and stuff like that. Like the stagecoach upgrades are like whatever. They really to me add almost nothing to the game, except for obviously torchless. Um, and that needs some more, especially like because once all of your like we're about to see it now. I'm about to go up towards the hero shrine and just get a point of mastery because there's no thought put into okay, we've unlocked all the classes and all the skills, so what the heck are these things still doing on the map? Um, so that was another big thing that they seem to be working on. It says they're actually working on a complete overhaul of the progression system. So that's interesting because that means everything that we've accomplished as far as like our game profile goes is just going to be gone. I think that that's going to be the first time that the profiles really reset, and that's going to make people mad. But I think I believe in this dev team. I think that they've got the chops to make this all work. They talked about relationships. So they want to bring back that tension that I kind of talked about. They want to kind of I feel like they want to bring back the sense of like is this person going to go insane or are they going to virtue and save the day? Which would be super cool because that's I mean that really that to me was like it evoked true emotion from me when playing those missions in Darkest Dungeon ones, and I don't really have that here. I just get like irritated, So there's not much to it. They're gonna fix the driving system. It looks like there's not a lot on the maps for the stagecoach to really interact with. So I sure it could use some that could use some work as well. There's really no character. It's just like following, going. It's more like Slay the Spire than anything. There's nothing between these nodes that is of any interest at all. Like we can run over the debris and get monies. Like there's just not much to it. Environment art we talked about already. New horrific sights and route variation. So that'll be neat. You know what there's not any of in this game? Do you remember in Darkest Dungeon 1 they would have secret rooms? You'd have to like have a key to unlock a treasure chest and you get like tons of treasure. That'd be kind of cool. Like a little hidden path where you could find something neat or something to kill you. Um, the overall content scope remains largely unchanged. So I don't really know what that means. That they have so basically I feel like by them saying that they're basically saying we're working really hard on this. We have our vision in our head and we're sticking to the vision, but we understand the problems and are working to try to improve the player experience. That's kind of how I read that little area, that content area. Um, Character scope. I don't really. Oh, so it seems like they're adding some diversity. I guess they're adding some new types of monsters. Some new lair bosses would be kind of cool. because you could just build a party to kill one specific type of lair boss and hope you get that section of the game to go to. Trinket overhaul is like their next thing that they're doing. It says their next milestone will be trinket overhaul. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's going to look like, but right now trinkets are kind of meh. So I can't say that that's not unwelcome. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We decided we're going to the hero shrine to get our point of mastery because it's totally worth it. But yeah, so that's like the road ahead for Darkest Dungeon 2. And when I read that roadmap and I see what the devs are saying about community feedback and their plans, it excites me greatly. I feel like within between 6 months and a year from now, we're going to be looking at a totally different game. And I'm kind of glad I've been playing since day one, because I can't wait to watch that first video again and then see what it is when it comes out of early access. I think that's going to be it's going to be a very different scene, I think. Because I look at early access footage of Darkest Dungeon 1, and that looked like a totally different game from what ended up getting released. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what I have a lot of faith in Red Hook Studios. I think that they're going to do amazing things. I think this is going to be a great game when it's done. It's a great game now. Wow, we just murdered the crap out of her. Yeah, he's going to survive. Punk. So that's my spiel. We've reviewed the roadmap. That's not something I've ever really done on stream before. I've never interrupted game content to talk about game content. Crazy.